Do I probably need to work on being a little bit more open quicker? Yes. But that's not what this video is about. That's not what this video is about. So we're getting there. Work in progress. Work in progress. And since we're getting personal and I'm kind of letting y'all my business, but that's what we do. That's what we're here for. I'm thirsty and barely did anything. But I'm dropping stuff. So we are back. We are so back. It's your girl Mia. If you are new here, if you are not new, welcome back, girl. So today's video is going to be like a chit chat, get ready with me kind of video. I'm feeling chatty, but when am I not? If you're new here, I'm just gonna let you know we talk, we yap. That's like the foundation here at my channel, on my channel. I love to talk with y'all. I love to share things with you guys. I love to just kind of be here. You know, we friends, we girls. So today I wanted to combine two of my favorite things, makeup and yapping. So we're gonna do both. And today's topic, if you haven't noticed the title, is gonna be about friendship. Just my thoughts on friendship, my perspective, my own personal experiences with friendships, and etc. So let's get into this chat. Let's go. So first, I do want to say I basically already did my eyebrows, like kind of, so I filled them in a little bit. I'm thirsty and we barely even did anything, but yeah, I filled them in a little bit already. I will be looking off to the side because my phone is like right next to the camera, and I'm gonna be like pulling my questions from there. So I got a few questions offline, off the internet, just in around the premise of friendships, and it's just gonna help me kind of guide the conversation, touch on some like interesting aspects when it comes to friendship, and yeah, it's just gonna help the conversation flow, if you will. And let's get into the first question. So the first question is, what does friendship mean to me at this stage in my life? What does friendship mean to me at this stage in my life? And also, y'all, with the makeup, it's gonna be the same normal makeup that I always do. So foundation. So actually, I forgot, y'all. Let me get my mirror. So friendship for me at this stage in my life, which I think is a really good question, because like sometimes friendship and what you need from friendship kind of depends on where you are in your life, the season that you're in. I would say for me right now, friendship just means being supportive, just kind of being there when I need you, as far as like someone to lean on when things are tough, someone to talk to, someone to vent to, and just kind of be there when you want to just hang out, just do, you know, even the light stuff, just go out to dinner and shop and things like that. So I don't know, for me right now, I think for this stage of my life, mainly friendship just means someone that is there for me, emotionally and mentally, that I can just confide in. So yeah. And it's crazy because of course when you're like going through certain things in life, you do need different things from the people closest to you. That could be family, romantic partners, like boyfriends, girlfriends, and then friends too. Because there could be seasons where you feel like I don't need as much emotional support this stage of my life, but I do need someone physically to show up for me when I need them. Next question is, what kind of friend do I strive to be? So what kind of friend do I strive to be? The kind of friend that I strive to be is someone that is always present when I need to be. So also someone that's gonna show up when I need to for you. So whether that's physically and emotionally, I try to be a friend that's supportive and not super judgmental, because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, if y'all are younger than me, friendships don't get easier the older you get. Like, they're still hard because it's still a relationship that you have to nurture and pour time and energy into. And I will say, throughout my life, I have been a judgmental friend. I've been that friend to where I'm just too quick to make my judgments on your life or things that you may ask my opinion about. You know, it can be like kind of harsh and not a whole lot of room for grace. So I would say now that I'm in my 30s, I've noticed that about myself and I've grown from that. So now I just try to be a friend that is not super judgmental. Like, give people grace, because that's something that I would want in return. Being that friend that if you need prayer, I can provide that for you also. So that's the kind of friend I strive to be. What makes a friendship godly to me? So to me, what makes a friendship godly is a friendship where you can lean on each other spiritually. So whether that's referencing the word, reading the word together, somebody that you can go to church with, somebody that you can count on to pray for you when you are going through tough times, and even not even tough times, like you just want prayer, somebody that can celebrate you when you know there is something that's happening in your walk with the Lord. Like, let's say all of a sudden you finally reach a point where you feel like you can hear God clearly. Somebody that you can tell that to, and they can celebrate you on that and understand it. So I would say a godly friendship to me looks like somebody that understands the faith that, you know, my faith personally is Christianity. So somebody that understands Christianity, the struggles with it, the ups and downs, and can also, you know, understand where I'm coming from when I am struggling with my walk with the Lord, and somebody that can also encourage me along the way. Encourage me like, hey girl, I know you're struggling with this, but I think you should take that to God. I think you should pray. Or, hey girl, I know you kind of confused about this, or you wanted to know what God said about this, so let's pray together. So we are back. We are so back. My ring light, y'all, died, so I had to charge it, but we're back. Next question is, how do I think friendship conflict should be handled? So I will say, we're gonna preface this by saying this has been trial and error for me throughout my life. I feel like I have not been the best at handling friendship conflicts, and throughout my life, and it's really just because I'm the type of person that I don't like conflict. I don't like to have issues. I want peace with everything, like no problems. And so sometimes when conflict arises, I will like keep my mouth shut unless it's something that is absolutely needed to be talked about. And that's not always the best way to go, because I didn't have like any sort of like poker face, or what's what I'm looking for. I wasn't handling the situation right, because I would still feel some type of way, but I wouldn't say anything because I didn't want to have any problems or I didn't really know how to bring it up. And so it's like, girl, if you ain't about to bring nothing up, then you need to and handle your emotions within. Like, you need to resolve it. Like, you need to just hush and move on, because you decided that you weren't going to say anything. Now, if it's something that you honestly need to talk about, then you need to basically think about how to bring it up, because of course not every conversation is a conflict. Some things are just a constructive conversation because y'all are friends and y'all need to talk about things. So I didn't really know the difference between that. Like, I would just think, well, if I talk about this, I don't really know how, so I'm just not gonna say anything. But then I would like have like a slight attitude about stuff, or you know, have like an undertone when I would say stuff because I'm feeling some type of way about something, but I'm not saying anything, and that's not fair to the other person. Because like I said, if you decided that you are gonna let it go and just move on, then that's what you need to do. It's not their fault if you're not gonna bring something up to them. So now I'm the type of person where if it's something that's like really bothering me, then I will bring it up and talk about it. I just will try to be really mindful about how I'm saying it, because again, I don't want to have no arguments. I don't want to start anything, but I do want to have like a constructive conversation. So then I'll bring it up, like, hey, you know, we need to talk, or I have something that's been on my mind. So I think that when it comes to conflicts with friends, you should be mature about it as best you can, you know, and just let that person know, like, hey, I have something I want to talk to you about. If you feel like you can talk to them and say, this hurt my feelings, or this kind of bothered me, and I just wanted to talk to you about it so we can be on the same page. Because a lot of times people don't know what bothered you, don't know what hurt your feelings. People aren't psychic, so it's best to communicate that calmly if you can, and not try to do like a knockout, drag out, blow up conflict with your friend. Like, unless it's something that you're just like angry about, like, and you don't want to be friends with them anymore, then you can present that and say that. But I don't know, I don't condone just like being extremely nasty and going off. It just depends on the situation. If that person was nasty to you, disrespectful to you, then I can understand why you may react being very angry and meeting them where they are. But I would try to handle things as maturely as you can, especially if you want to keep that friendship. If you want to keep that person around, be mindful, be considerate with your words, talk to them calmly so you can have a conversation if you feel like you can talk to them. What boundaries have become the most important for me in my friendships? This is a good question. I would say just respecting each other's like life choices. Like, of course, if it's not something that's just detrimental to your life, like something that's just wild, but even with that, there's layers. But I would say, like I said before, not being super like judgmental. You know, of course, be honest with your friend and be like, hey girl, like, listen, I care about you. I don't want something to happen. I don't want you to get hurt. Like I said, if it's something that's really detrimental to like their well-being and you don't want them to be in harm's way, then yes, I would say express your opinion. But just like, you know, something that's kind of not detrimental to their life or anything, you know, super serious, y'all, I would say just try to respect one another like as best you can, and not be crazy judgmental, not be the friend that's like shaming your friend for their choices. Because you don't want that done to you, so you don't want to be the person that's doing that to your friend, especially somebody that you really care about. So I would say that is an important boundary. Like, just respecting each other's life choices. I guess you can consider that a boundary. And then I would say when it comes to like family and things, just kind of respecting your friend in that sense. Like, if something is going on with their family, just let them bring that to you if that's something they want to fully open up to you about, but don't like push and pry. And you know, I know sometimes it kind of depends on the family, like the friendship dynamic. Like, if you grew up with them and all this stuff, that can be like a little tricky, because you want to, you know the family, so you want to be like well aware of what's happening. But in my opinion, I've been the friend where I want to respect my family's, well, then I am that friend where I want to respect my family's like privacy. So I'm not about to just dish all their life details and the stuff to you. So as my friend, I would want you to respect that boundary and not push and pry and try to get more information. Just leave it where it is. Let me say what I want to say and share with you, and just leave it at that. So that's what I would say about what was the question? About what boundaries have become the most important for me in friendship. Liquid blush. Here we go. Y'all, as y'all know, I love blush. I love blush. This is so cute. Like, stop. Like, stop. And I'm about to add more. Just gonna add some liquid blush. What are the key green flags that tell me someone is safe and a trustworthy friend? So for me, the key green flags that shows me this person is safe and trustworthy is somebody that makes me feel comfortable to like share my feelings, and somebody that doesn't make me feel bad or ashamed or anything, like for how I'm feeling, whatever the situation is. Like, they're just understanding, and if they don't understand, they try to understand. Like, if I have people in my life that are like that, and I can tell like, okay, they're not quick to just write me off as far as whatever I'm feeling. They listen to me, and they don't just like, you know, brush me off like, oh, you'll be fine, or I don't know, you know, it's not always like a negative response or like a judgmental response. That's a green flag that I'm safe with expressing myself with you, and I can trust you with my emotions, my thoughts. And I try to be that friend for other people. Like, I try to lay that space out or foundation between us so that you do feel that way. And for me, this is so important because I'm the type of person that when I'm like in relation with people, friendships, family, romantic relationships, I try to, oh, I just lost my train of thought, and we got more blush. I try to be the kind of person that is listening and seeking to understand. Like, I try to understand that person, like as far as who they are. And so I really value that when it's returned back to me. If I can tell that you pay attention to me, you pay attention to what I'm saying, things like that, like actually me as a person, and you never, like I said before, make me feel like bad for my feelings, it means a lot to me because I'm the type of person, I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. Like, I keep my heart close to me. It is a defense mechanism because I feel a lot. I'm a really considerate person. I'm a really thoughtful person, like off rip. Like, that's just my personality, and I can be really sensitive. So I don't wear my emotions here. I guard it. So if I'm able to like open up to you, it can take a minute because I'm more of a guarded person with my emotions. So if I do finally like let you in and you took the time to get to that point with me, it means a lot to me, and I notice it. Like, I can tell. So now, do I probably need to work on being a little bit more open quicker? Yes, but that's not what this video is about. That's not what this video is about. So we're getting there. Work in progress. So that question was, what are the key green flags that tell me someone is safe and trustworthy? So basically, somebody that's patient, that doesn't make me feel bad about how I feel, that's understanding, and makes me feel comfortable to open up emotionally. Next question, just 2 more questions. Hold on, y'all. I think I'm doing no lash look. Like, I don't want to wear any lashes, but I am about to do a lip combo really quick. Okay, question number 7. What is the biggest friendship lesson? I'm dropping stuff. Hold on. What is the biggest friendship lesson I learned this year? Okay, since we're getting personal and I'm kind of letting y'all my business, but that's what we do. That's what we're here for. I'm talking to the girls. One of the biggest friendship lessons I've learned this year is that your friends and relationships and the friendships you want and the relationships you want with the people in your life don't just happen like out of thin air. It is something that you constantly have to work for. It is something that, you have to work on yourself for too. Like, it goes into you too. It's a two-way street. So I've learned that with friendships this year. And just like a little personal, even more personal tidbit, yeah, I just learned that you gotta work for the friendships that you want. You have to, in some sense, fight for the friendships that you want. Like, for me personally, and my walk with God, like, God has really been pushing me to put myself out there more with friendships, because I'm the type of person that I get really comfortable in my bubble. Like, I'm an extroverted person, but also an introverted person. Like, I need time to myself, and I can get really comfortable in my time to myself. And I just feel like God is really pushing me lately to stretch myself emotionally, like being more vulnerable with people in my life, like open up more, and pushing me to make more friends too, like step more out of my comfort zone in that area. And I'm gonna be real, I don't like it. I don't like it because none of it is comfortable. I don't want to do it. I don't want to put myself out there. But I know that I can't have more valuable friends in my life if I don't do my part. Even with the friendships that I already have. Like, if I don't do my part, we're not really gonna get far. Like, and it's like, sometimes it's good to know that you did your part, even if things don't work out how you want to. Just for yourself, like, I tried, or I put my all into it. And then the last question is, y'all didn't put on like 3 different lip products, but Oh well, what's a lip without it? What has God been teaching me about friendships in this season of my life? And that goes back to the last question. He is teaching me that we got to put in a little bit of work. We got to put in a little bit of work for the things that we want. Like, faith without works is dead. The relationships in your life do not grow if you are not doing your part. You cannot make new friends, new experiences, new things if you're not doing your part in that also. So that is definitely one of the biggest things God has been teaching me in this season of my life. And I'm trying to get comfortable with. I hope you guys really like this video. The makeup is real simple, like real chill. No lashes, no mascara. Hope y'all can see. Blush, eyebrows. Yeah, I think like I've been wanting to talk about this topic for a while with y'all. Really because it's something that I'm learning right now. Honestly, another thing, to be real with y'all, on my channel right now, almost every single chit chat, get ready with me, talking video, teaching video, everything is something that I am dealing with, working through, learning, getting over, whatever right now. So this is like my personal diary journey right now in my life, and I want to, like I always say, share that with y'all, put y'all on with anything God is teaching me, showing me, just what I'm learning in life, because your girl is learning and growing. That's all I can do. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. That's it. That's it. I hope that y'all feel a sense of safety here on my channel. You feel that you have somebody that you can relate to, because you can, and y'all can always hit me up anywhere, TikTok, Instagram, here in the comments. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.